everyone, my name is Natalia and today I'm going to show you how to create a card that lights up like this one here, which is beautiful to look at. So when you press the infinity sign right here, the dough will light up like this. Isn't it amazing? So the infinity sign is the button that lights up the little dough, and it might be flickering because I have pressed it too much. So this is a Harry Potter inspired card because the dough represents Lily's Patronus, and always is something that Snape says to Dumbledore after he asks him after all this time, and Snape replies with always. So he always loved Lily. Oh, my heart. So quite a symbolic card and really beautiful. And you can also make another one that is more Christmassy because Christmas is right around the corner. And it looks like this. And when you press this special Christmas sock that is glittery, the whole thing lights up. Again, I love this. This is so amazing. And these only contain one light, but you can add multiple lights if you want to. And I might even make another tutorial where you create a card with multiple lights. I'm still working on that. The lights that I'm talking about are these ones here from Cibitronics, and it's such a cool and vital thing to have if you're a DIYer and crafter like I am, because there are so many possibilities to create amazing cards with this little package here. But I'm going to link their website in the description below so you can easily find them. And if you want to see some more of these kind of DIYs in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're ready, let's just get started. First of all, we need to find an image, so find the appropriate one on your phone and then turn up the light. Then take a small piece of regular paper and then place that on top, and then start drawing all around the outline of the image. Then turn it around and then use your pencil to scribble all over the back of the image. Then turn it around and then place it on top of one of the card pieces. And you can even use some painter's tape to secure it. Then use your pencil to follow all the way around the outline of the image, and you need to press down somewhat hard for the image to transfer. Then gently remove the paper. Then use your box cutter to carve out the image. Then gently remove the cutout. Now if you want, you can color and decorate the front piece of your card. You can either use watercolor like I am doing here, or you can just use the regular markers. Now we need to make the circuit, but first we need to find an area where the button or the switch needs to be placed. So I chose the infinity sign and then placed my fingers on the front and the back of the spot and then scribbled on the back of it. Then take the other card piece and then place the front piece right on top of it. Then take your pencil and then draw all the way around the outline of the image to transfer the image. And remember your button area, press down on that as well to transfer the spot. Now you know where the image and the button is when creating the circuit. Now before creating the circuit, we need to create the button. So take your battery and then place it in the regular paper and then make a fold and then cut around the fold to create the button. And this is the button or the switch. Now we need to glue this button down on the spot we marked earlier. So put a small amount of glue on it and then glue it onto the spot. And then leave it to dry before moving on. Now I'm only adding a single light, so this circuit is rather simple. Now decide where you want the light to be and then take a piece of copper tape. Then stick it onto the paper all the way down to the switch. It's very important that it meets the switch. Then smooth everything out with the back side of your nail. Now the second line needs to run parallel to the first line, run down to the switch, over it, and then sit inside of it. So place it next to the first one, not too close because then the circuit won't work. Then make an arch that points over to the switch. And do this bit by bit because you don't want to tear anything. And remember to smooth everything out as you go. Then run the copper tape over the button and then let it rest inside of it and then cut the rest off. And then smooth everything out. Now each slide has a tiny negative and positive sign that corresponds with each side of the battery. With this in mind, place the light on the circuit with the same direction as the positive and negative sides of the battery. The positive side of the light and the battery should be on the same line of copper tape. When they are, the circuit works. You don't have to do this, but I took a small piece of ribbon and then glued it into an arch over the light to dim it a little bit. Then take your battery and then place it in the button, and then take your foam stickers, fold them in half, and then place them around the battery. And you kinda need to make a wall around the battery so it doesn't slip out. So place an additional layer on top of the one you just created. Then close the lid of the button and let it stick onto the foam stickers. Now the card lights up with the press of a button. Then place foam stickers all around the edges of the card to match the height of the button's walls. Now before attaching the front piece on top, we need to add the baking paper onto it. So turn it around and then place the baking paper on the back, and if it's too big, measure out the right size and then cut the excess off. Then put some glue all around the edges of the baking paper and then glue it down onto the back of the front piece. And then smooth everything out so there aren't any lumps. If you have these kind of flaps on the cutout, put some glue on the back of them and then glue them down onto the baking paper. Then place your front piece right on top of the back piece and then press down to make the whole thing stick. And that's it! Now you have created a card that lights up! And you can make as many of these cards as you want, even one for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, give this video a like, I would really appreciate it. And if you're going to make this card, let me know down below and who are you giving it to. And if you want to see the upcoming videos in this channel, you need to subscribe and be a part of our lovely DIY family here at the Blue Toolbox. So subscribe, and I will see you soon with more ideas. Bye!